Hello, and welcome to Learn English by Listening. I'm your host, Bella.
And I'm Alex. We're so glad you could join us today for another episode designed to help you master real-world English.
In today's episode, we're tackling a very practical topic, booking a hotel or Airbnb. We'll cover everything you need to know, from making reservations and understanding amenities to the check-in process.
Right. This is a skill everyone needs when they travel. And knowing the right English phrases can turn a potentially stressful task into a simple, smooth process.
It really can. And before we dive in, if you're excited to improve your English with us, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. It tells us you enjoy the content and helps other learners find us.
It really does. Okay, Bella, so let's set the scene. We're planning a fun weekend trip to the city. First big decision, where do we stay? Are we team hotel or team Airbnb?
Oh, that's the classic travel debate, isn't it? My first thought is always Airbnb. I love the idea of having a whole apartment to ourselves with a kitchen and a living room. It feels more like you're actually living in the city, not just visiting.
Yeah, I get that. That local experience is definitely a big draw for Airbnb.
Exactly. I remember one trip to Paris where we stayed in an Airbnb and went to the local market every morning to buy fresh bread and cheese. You just don't get that in a hotel.
That does sound amazing. I see your point. A fully equipped kitchen is a huge plus. But for a short weekend trip, I'm still leaning towards a hotel.
Okay, convince me. What are the big advantages?
For me, it comes down to convenience and service. Hotels have a 24-hour front desk. I remember one time my flight was delayed and I didn't get to my hotel until 2 a.m. It was so nice knowing someone would be there to check me in. With an Airbnb, coordinating a late-night key exchange can be tricky.
That's a very good point. A late arrival can be stressful.
And then there are the amenities. That's a great vocabulary word for our listeners, by the way. amenities. Amenities are the features that provide comfort or convenience, like a pool, a gym, or free breakfast. And let's be honest, daily housekeeping is a luxury I don't get at home.
You're not wrong there. Not having to make the bed on vacation is a definite perk. And I suppose an Airbnb can be a bit of a gamble. The pictures might look amazing, but you never know for sure what you're walking into. A hotel is usually more predictable.
Exactly. So for this trip, let's say we've decided on a hotel. And for our listeners, calling a hotel to make a reservation is a perfect real-world English exercise.
I completely agree. So let's do it. Let's imagine we found a place online called the City Center Hotel, and we need to call them to book a room.
Sounds like a plan. So before you call, what are the key questions you need to have ready? For our listeners, let's break this down step by step.
Okay, great idea. First, and most importantly, you need to know if they have space. So you'll ask, do you have any rooms available for, and then you state your specific dates. For example, for the 15th and 16th of November.
Right, availability first. Once you know they have a room, what's next on the list?
The price, of course. The question is, how much is the room per night? You need to make sure it fits your budget.
Absolutely. And what about food? A good breakfast can make or break the start of my day.
Same here. So a great follow-up question is breakfast included? Sometimes it is, and they might call it a complimentary breakfast. Other times it's an extra charge, so it's always good to check.
Good tip. Another thing is logistics, like when can we actually get into our room and start our vacation?
Yes, that's a very important detail. You should ask, what time is check-in? And while you're at it, you can also ask, and what time is check-out? So you know when you have to leave on your last day.
Perfect. And in today's world, this next question is non-negotiable for me. Is there Wi-Fi?
Uh-huh, a must-have. It's usually free in hotels, but it never hurts to confirm.
So once you've asked all your questions and you're happy with the answers, how do you actually book it?
It's a very simple and polite phrase. I'd like to book a room, please. From there, the receptionist will guide you through the next steps, like taking your name and payment details.
Perfect. That covers all the bases.
It does. And listeners, if you're finding these phrases useful and know someone else who is trying to improve their travel English, please share this podcast with them. It's the best way to support our show and help others learn.
We'd really appreciate that. Okay, are you ready to make the call, Bella? I'll be the hotel receptionist at the City Center Hotel. You can call me Tom.
All right, Tom, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Good afternoon. You've reached the City Center Hotel. This is Tom speaking. How may I help you?
Hello, Tom. I'm calling to inquire about a room. Do you have any rooms available for this upcoming weekend from Friday the 22nd to Sunday the 24th?
Let me check that for you. For 2 nights, checking in on the 22nd and checking out on the 24th, yes, it looks like we do have a few standard double rooms available.
That's great. How much is the room per night?
Our standard double room is $150 per night plus tax.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Is breakfast included in that price?
Yes, it is. We offer a complimentary continental breakfast for all our guests from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in our dining area.
Wonderful. A couple more questions. What time is check-in?
Check-in is anytime after 3 p.m. If you arrive earlier, we can certainly store your luggage for you.
Oh, that's good to know. And my last question, is there Wi-Fi in the rooms?
Yes, we provide free high-speed Wi-Fi for all guests throughout the hotel.
That's perfect. Everything sounds great. I'd like to book a room, please.
Excellent. I can certainly help you with that. That will be for a standard double room for 2 nights. Could I get your full name, please?
And we'll stop the role play there. See how smooth that was? Using those key phrases, I got all the information I needed.
You did. And Tom, the receptionist, understood you perfectly. Let's do a quick recap of those essential phrases and also break down some of the vocabulary we heard.
Great idea. So the key phrases again were, do you have any rooms available? How much is the room per night? Is breakfast included? What time is check-in? Is there Wi-Fi? And I'd like to book a room.
And let's look at some of the words Tom used. He mentioned a standard double room. A double room usually means a room with one double bed, suitable for 2 people. You might also hear about a twin room, which has 2 single beds, or a king room with 1 large king-size bed.
Right. He also said the price was $150 per night plus tax. It's important to remember that the price you are quoted often doesn't include taxes, so the final cost will be a bit higher.
That's a good point. And he said the breakfast was complimentary. That's another word for free. You might also hear about complimentary Wi-Fi or complimentary parking.
And finally, let's talk about the cancellation policy. We didn't ask about it in the role play, but it's a really important question. You can simply ask, what is your cancellation policy? This tells you if you can get your money back if your plans change.
Excellent advice. Always check that policy. So it's settled. We're staying at the City Center Hotel for our trip.
It seems so. Your arguments for hotel convenience won me over this time. We can save the Airbnb for a longer trip.
It's a deal. And that just about wraps up our episode. We hope you all feel more confident about making reservations in English now.
We do. Practice these phrases, write them down if you need to, and you'll be booking your next adventure with ease. Thank you so much for joining us on Learn English by Listening.
Join us next week where we'll be talking about being at the airport or train station. Until then, keep practicing.